Hello, friends. Today's question of the day, just for Christians today: how can we as Christians know God's will for our life? Don't we spend a ton of time in prayer, in the Word, talking to other believers? Boy, I just wish I knew God's will. I want to know what God's will is for me in this situation or in this relationship or in this decision. And we agonize and we analyze and we procrastinate and we just beat ourselves up about this. Good news, we can know God's will for our whole life, and it can inform us as Christians about how we're supposed to be making decisions. We're going to start in 1 Thessalonians, long word, short book, chapter 4, verse 3. And it says this: "For this is the will of God." Wow, how about that? "Your sanctification, that you should abstain from fornication." In other words, what does God want for us? He wants us to be sanctified. If we're Christians, that means we've been justified. We've been made right with God by the blood and sacrifice of Jesus, so that we can stand before God as holy because we have the righteousness of Jesus. What does God want us to do? He wants us to be sanctified. Go from that point of justification for the rest of our lives on this earth, growing more and more and more like Jesus, to prepare us for heaven and to give a testimony to the rest of the world about the power, the changing power of God. So what's God's will for you? His will is for you to be sanctified. And how do you get sanctified? Well, Jesus himself, praying for his disciples and praying for you and I, if you're a believer, said this in John 17:17. "Sanctify them by the truth," he says to the Father, "your word is truth." So what is God's will for us? His will is for us to be sanctified. How does he accomplish that will? He accomplishes it through his word. So as we're experiencing the ups and the downs and the confusions and the questions and the conflict of life, as long as we're experiencing it through the lens of God's word and we're acting in obedience to God's word, God's going to use that so that all of our experiences, whether we like them or not in the moment, are going to be sanctifying experiences. So they'll be growing us towards himself. And why does he want us to grow towards himself? Because it's what we were designed to do, and it's the condition in which, even just that growing condition in which, we bring him the most glory. My charge to you: get in God's word so you can maximize the glory you bring him today, and you can fulfill his will for you. God bless you all.